I am a metropolitan fop of the first order. I don't like Negronis either. I think they're a punishment for something I didn't know I did wrong. When someone comes and says, 4 espresso martinis, a little bit of you dies, doesn't it?
Hello, we are back at The Bar, the show where we talk drinks, we make drinks, and we invite a special guest on every episode to get to know a little bit about them, their relationship with alcohol, their favourite drinks, their dislikes. And then Jack here, our barman, takes all that information and creates their dream drink.
Oof, this one has taken me a couple of days of mise en place.
Have you been sweating over this one a bit?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more pressure than an actual critic criticising your F&B.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
John, how are you? Good?
I'm very well.
Nice to be back at the bar?
Always nice to be at the bar, isn't it?
Being at the bar is my favourite place in the world, full stop.
Especially this bar, Jack's bar.
Jack's Bar.
What?
The best bar. Tell us, who have we got at the bar with us today, John?
Well, he is a man of many talents.
Okay.
I'll read some of them out to you.
Read some of his talents.
He's an award-winning writer,
Right.
a broadcaster, a jazz pianist, and an outspoken restaurant critic.
He is an outspoken restaurant
You might know who he is. He chairs BBC Radio 4's The Kitchen Cabinet, is a regular on the UK edition of MasterChef, and once moonlighted as a sex columnist.
Did he?
For Cosmopolitan magazine. You can ask him about that. Please welcome Jay Rayner.
Jay Rayner!
Hello, Matt.
Sex
Hopefully that was all accurate.
Yeah. I have led a very varied career, and in my early 20s, I ended up writing columns for Cosmopolitan about sex from the male point of view. It was a complicated job because I had been with my then girlfriend, now my wife, since when I was about 20.
Wow.
And if I'm really honest, there hadn't been a whole lot of action before. But it was all right. I had friends who'd had sex, and I was a good reporter. I am a reporter, and so I was able to ask them questions and report back. I must have done that for a couple of years.
A couple of years?
Yeah. I mean, not every week, not every month. I mean, a few. What do you want from me?
Got some sex tips, Jay, please. I'm sure Jack, once he's had a drink, will be asking for some.
I'm in dire need, actually.
Do you have a drink?
Yeah, go on.
Let's have our first drink. So this is what we like to call the welcome drink, Jay.
Okay.
All our guests get one. What are we having?
Well, Jay, you're a big fan of the classic Daiquiri.
The classic Daiquiri, which I've been told is the great test for bar person's skill.
No pressure.
By your man at the Stafford.
By my man at the Stafford, actually not just him, a couple of other people have said the same, that there's so little going on here that it's all about the balance.
It's the test that I use for all of my new employees.
Do you?
Just to kind of gauge where they're at. If they've got a sweet tooth, if they've got a sour tooth, because every guest wants something different. So it's good to know like kind of which way your bartenders lean.
The chefs do it with, is it omelettes or scrambled eggs? They always get new chefs to make scrambled eggs.
I having not been a chef or been inducted into a kitchen, I could not speak to that with any authority, but I can make it up if you like.
No, because
Scrambled eggs.
Thank you, Jay.
There you go.
Is the test that if it turns into an omelette, they've gone too far?
They've gone too far.
That's it. Have you got a rum preference?
White, possibly with a number on the front to indicate a certain few years in the cask.
Are you partial to a Cuban rum, Spanish style?
I'm hoping that this doesn't entirely unwind your whole premise, but honestly, I really couldn't give a toss.
That's wonderful.
As long as it's rum, it's got the right amount of alcohol in it, and you've managed that balance of acidity to sugar, I'll be very, very happy.
Let's
You know
go.
what, mate? I'm nervous for you.
Don't say that.
I wouldn't be.
That's what we do. Would you describe yourself as an everyman when it comes to drinking?
No, because almost every other man drinks a hell of a lot more than I do. No, I wouldn't.
We like to just let him have his moment while he's shaking. That's a long one.
Good one.
My
Like a
friend,
daiquiri fact.
just say my
After
friend, the drink writer Alice Lascelles, who's written some very good cocktail books, in her section on the daiquiri says, you should shake it until your hands are so cold they hurt.
This is very apt, unless you're a bartender, and then you just get used to it. The same way chefs have got their asbestos hands.
Calloused hands.
Sorry, a bit out of breath.
How are you, mate? Just from bending down behind that bar. We need to help you out.
Do you know what I'd love now?
What do you love?
I'd love a daiquiri
Would you like a daiquiri fact?
I'd love a
This
daiquiri.
feels like the perfect moment to have a daiquiri fact, doesn't it? You might know this, you might not. It was actually first created in Cuba. You might not know this as well. In the early 1900s by an American.
Oh,
An American called Jennings Cox.
Jennings
who
Cox.
mixed local rum with lime and sugar, partly because he ran out of gin.
Nice. Jennings Cock sounds
Hemingway
more
was
like a
a-
condition.
Oh, we don't have to go on
a
about
big fan.
Hemingway, do we? I
Don't like Hemingway. Not a fan of Hemingway.
There's actually a whole section in my book in the bit on the daiquiri in which I say is really an advert for, toxic masculinity, short sentences and beards. And people bang on about it. I'm slightly concerned by the fact they too got the small one and mine's slightly larger.
We don't expect you to finish them unless they're absolutely delicious.
Well, let's see. This is the moment of truth.
dangerously
Cheers,
full.
Jack. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers.
mate. Cheers.
Nice to have you on.
Well, I like that. But does Jay Rayner?
I like it because it's a daiquiri. I think it's slightly heavy on the lime.
A little bit too
And I'm only
dry.
doing that because you introduced me as a critic, and what would be the point of having me here if I
Please.
just that's very
I
nice.
appreciate it.
Criticising.
Thank you very much. Please be more brutal.
Why
It's lovely.
daiquiris though? Why is it that the daiquiris are?
Because my tastes in cocktails are extremely unsophisticated. When I was a kid, we're talking about the 80s, so I was 13 in 1980. That's when my drinking began. It was a different time. Drink responsibly, kids. I got a taste for vodka and lime, vodka with lime cordial.
Wow.
A lot of alcoholic drinks, if you're a kid, are something you have to develop a taste for. You have to push through.
Yes.
The first time you drink a pint of beer when you're a young person, you think, why the hell does anybody do this? But you work through it because you want to be part of the gang. A vodka and lime had far less of a wall to break through. And then when I was in my early 20s, I went to New York for the first time. I had a very exciting trip, and I ended up at the Algonquin, the Blue Bar, which the Algonquin is the famous sort of literary hotel in Manhattan where the great wits of the New Yorker were based. And I asked for a vodka and lime, and the barman said, "Oh, you mean a vodka gimlet?" And I suddenly discovered that my juvenile drink had a name.
Yeah.
And what's more, because they made theirs without sugar syrup, it really was just sort of vodka and lime juice. And it was fantastic. And so in a way, if you follow this route from 14-year-old me drinking vodka and lime at parties, 21-year-old me drinking a vodka gimlet, and then I end up at a daiquiri, I haven't travelled very far, have I?
No, there's a
Theme. The lime theme.
Do you
Gimlet is
despair?
No, not at all. I think there's also depending on its time and place, lots of cocktails have got the same names. So vodka lime, a vodka gimlet, or in the 90s, it was just a kamikaze.
kamikaze.
And what was a
Which
kamikaze?
is vodka, lime, and sugar syrup shaken up.
Something we do know about you, Jay, is that you don't like fruity daiquiris. I believe you once said, like Civil War reenactments and S&M, I know this sort of thing goes on. I just want no part of it.
You see, one of the things about being a writer is you can get the best line down.
Yeah.
And I can't improve on that, mate. So that's exactly where I stand on a strawberry daiquiri. It's not really a daiquiri. It's
Although I do feel sorry for the readers of Cosmopolitan if you've never experienced or explored S&M.
I was 23 at that point.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I'm constantly strapped to the Catherine wheel of an evening now.
Jesus.
As a 58-year-old man, much more in touch with my...
And this is just on our first drink.
Yeah, bloody hell.
You're known as being a fun-loving guy, Jay. Do you want to play a game?
Christ, no. Go on.
You're going to.
It's called This or That.
Yeah.
I'll give you two options. It's a way to get to know you and your drinking preferences.
By
You
setting
just
a
choose-
set of binary choices.
Exactly.
And-
it's very deep. It goes deep.
Okay.
Dive bar or 5-star?
Oh, 5-star.
Bitter or sweet?
Sweet.
Table seat or at the bar?
You see, these binary questions, probably table unless I'm Johnny No Mates, in which case at the bar.
Espresso martini or porn star martini?
That's the stupidest binary choice I've ever had. Absolutely neither.
Because
And I
it's
don't
you.
even want to. I don't want to meet the. In fact, I think there is a point in certain evenings when the espresso martinis come out.
Yeah.
That's when I'll go home.
Porn star martini it is.
No, it isn't.
No, he's refusing to
I'm
answer that
refusing.
one.
I'm refusing.
Scampi fries or pork scratchings?
Oh, pork scratchings.
Oh, that's good.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Pizza or pasta?
Oh, well, that's. You see, that's like choosing between my children. I refuse.
You can't
only-
refuse all of
That's
them.
two refuses
No, I've refused too. I mean,
Right,
I
so-
didn't write the questions.
No, John did.
Flat white or builder's brew?
Oh, flat white. Look, let's just get one thing absolutely clear. I am a metropolitan fop of the first order. So if you were hoping that some, hard-handed bloke would turn up at your bar, you've got the wrong fucking Jew. Keep going.
Triple cooked chips or skinny fries?
Oh, Heston, forgive me. Skinny.
TripAdvisor or Google reviews?
He's not going to answer that.
It's basically like choosing between a sewer or a septic tank.
Cheddar or Stilton?
Cheddar. Utilitarian.
Malbec or Merlot?
If I had to choose, and it's an awful choice, probably a Malbec.
Okay. Scotch egg or pickled egg?
Scotch egg.
Sushi or steak?
Probably steak, but again, these are arbitrary choices, and I'm only answering because you've mixed me a drink.
That's how we do it. Restaurant or gastropub?
A restaurant.
Prosecco or champagne?
Heathen. Do I even need to answer that?
I think we know the answer.
I mean, listen, if you can polish your coins by dropping them in the fizzy drink, then it's the wrong thing. Prosecco is the devil's work.
Caviar or crisps?
Crisps.
And finally,
Yeah.
whiskey or gin?
Oh, absolutely neither. I don't like gin. I don't much really vastly like whiskey. I don't like Negronis either. I think they're a punishment for something I didn't know I did wrong. You only need to look at the daiquiri that is sitting before me, which is many things. It's clean and it's fresh and it's bright, but it's not complex. If you ask me a choice between two complex things, I'm going to say, shan't play your game.
This or that complete?
The most interesting version of this and that I've ever heard.
It was a punch.
Never before has a guest just gone, nah, not answering that.
Really?
No.
How old are these people?
Well, to be fair, they've tried, but I think you've been too scared of Jay.
a little bit scared.
Yeah, because with the others,
Do you
you're
have that
like,
effect on people,
No,
though,
it's
Jay?
not that. I just think.
You do.
I think when you get to a certain age, there's a point where you're just going to go, "Oh, really? No, I'm not playing." I've lived too much to play stupid games. Where, in fact, I'd just be lying, and I decline to lie to you. I respect you both, all of you.
So much.
Respect you all
appreciate that.
so
So
much
much.
that I can't lie.
that's fair enough.
Well, I do want to just drill down a little bit
Yeah.
on your absolute passionate dislike for the espresso martini.
All right, there are a number of things. One, I mean, I'm not a massive martini drinker either, and the issue with the martini is you can't drink many of them. That first martini will get you to the giddy phase, and about 20 minutes later you'll go, oh, I'm done. I love an espresso. I'm a big coffee head. But you put them together and it produces this terrible, terrible drink, which isn't a martini and it isn't an espresso. And then there is a third point, which is the people who order them are just, I mean, I'm not advocating violence.
No, but
I am. Just when someone comes and says, 4 espresso martinis, a little bit of you dies, doesn't it?
They've just evolved when they discovered espresso martinis.
It's a sophisticated vodka Red Bull.
Yeah,
It's a sign that the night's going to get messy. And messy in an unpleasant way because I feel deeply uncomfortable around drunk people.
do you?
Yeah, don't like it at all.
Do you get drunk?
I know exactly what my limit is. It's 2 daiquiris, slightly bigger than this, and half a bottle of wine, and that's it.
Fair old whack, though.
it's a good
Decent
night.
amount.
You're trying to make it sound like a decent amount, but you know that it's nothing,
nothing,
nothing
in
compared
comparison.
to what food and drink journalists can do.
Now, this next part of the show, Jay, is what we like to call Challenge Jack. This is where we get our guests to suggest a mystery ingredient. Jack has a little bit of time to work on it, and he comes up with something that we hope will be nice. What have you gone for, Jay?
Well, this is umbushi paste. It's a kind of Japanese salted plum.
Okay.
Sour and very salty, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I've not heard. Have you heard of this?
And have a little dippy if you
Heard
like.
of it, but I've not, to my knowledge, consumed it.
Very salty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very tart. It's
What the
fermented.
hell are you going to do with that?
So the plums are lacto fermented in the salt, so that leaches out all of the.
Sort of fizzes on the tongue, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm not against it.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge flavour. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I am.
So this is a great ingredient for like cocktail seasoning because we're going to use that little bit of saltiness just to kind of enhance other flavors without it being overwhelming. And so I've done like a little sugar syrup with like a demerara and the umeboshi. There's probably about a gram in one
Is this
teaspoon.
homeopathic cocktail making?
Yeah, something like that. And then obviously it's plums, so I wanted to kind of tease out all those lovely stone fruit notes. So we've got some rankankan, so a lovely little peach wine.
What made you choose this?
Yeah,
ingredient?
why did you choose it?
I have always been interested in the uses of that ingredient. The honest truth is, I've always wondered if there was one. So I thought, here's someone offering to make me a cocktail, and if you can come up with something nice which makes a feature of the umeboshi paste, I don't think he's going to, then that would be interesting.
Don't you hate whiskey?
Oh yeah, no, it's not my favourite, but off you go.
You've gone brave
To
here.
be fair, I mean, I had to pick something, and it was either going to be vodka or something he didn't like. So
I mean,
Went with something I didn't like.
but that's a really interesting thing here, isn't there? Because there is a sort of cultural judgment that if you're not a big drinker of any of these things, there's a part of you missing.
Do you think that's true?
I think in certain circles it's regarded as so. The Negroni years have been quite tricky. Yeah, because everybody we would like a Negroni. We're all drinking Negroni. Would you have a drink? Oh, of course, I love a Negroni because we're all grown-ups and we're all cosmopolitan. We're all swanning around like we're on the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. And well, I'm not really. I'm in Shoreditch and it's raining, and it's really bitter. And
I feel like the Negroni craze is fading, though.
Yeah.
So
do you think
coming
so?
out of it?
Are we coming out of it?
Yeah.
Am I not going to have to be embarrassed and ashamed
We're
anymore?
into the martini era, I would say.
Well, I think you're probably right about that. I read an awful lot more about martinis. But as I say, the famous, everybody repeats it, but the famous Dorothy Parker line about the martini. I like a martini, two at most, 3 I'm under the table, 4 I'm under the host. It speaks to that point about them being almost too powerful. And anybody who says, no, I can keep drinking martinis is someone I don't really want to hang around with.
I don't know if you've been to Duke's in Mayfair. They have a 2 martini limit because
Yes,
their
of course they
martinis
do.
are so large.
I do like a
2
martini.
per person per night.
Do you, though?
Yeah, I do. I really do. A vodka one, strong, but like you said, one will do me.
I like a Gibson.
Jack, before I drink this, can I ask you a personal question?
yes, please.
Do you
Careful,
like
single
this?
answer.
This cocktail, yes, I do. I'm a big fan of whiskey, but whiskey is my go-to.
Okay.
And my Macallan 18-year was all like stewed red fruit, so I felt like it'd be nice with the salty plums.
Never
You've got
mind
salty
yours.
plums.
Yeah. Come on, we're all grown-ups.
The salty plums.
Yeah.
The salty plums, you're right.
Cheers.
So this is kind of like riffing on a Manhattan in terms of structure.
Boozy,
I like
isn't
it.
it?
It's very boozy.
Very boozy.
It's very boozy. I mean, there's nothing taking that down at all, is there? It's just pure, with a little bit of syrup.
A little
Put
bit
hair
of
on your plums.
I've got nothing to say to that.
But I mean, is it very umeboshi-y?
I think you
Heavier.
could have gone a bit heavier on it. A little more of a salty, sour edge.
We did in the preparations, and it was kind of universally disliked that level of salt. So then I played it very safe, which is a shame.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
no,
nice.
it's interesting.
The lowest of hanging fruit would be to actually use umeshu, which is the alcohol made from the same plums.
Oh, right.
You had an easy win there, Jack.
But I thought I didn't want to just hit the nail on the head, you know.
He never plays it safe.
He doesn't, does he? He's a maverick. Should we play a game?
Oh, God, I wish we would.
It's been
I
too long,
so
hasn't it?
enjoyed the last
It's
one.
been too long since we played a game.
As long as it's not one of those really binary games.
Oh, no. This one's called Winner Stays On.
Okay.
So I'm going to start by giving you 2 classic cocktails. You'll choose your favourite. That favourite will then face the next cocktail. That favourite will face the next cocktail. And so on.
Oh.
Some of these answers, we already know your preferences.
How long is this going to
It's
go
like
on?
your last breath left your body then.
Go for it.
Martini or margarita?
Oh, let's go vulgar. Margarita. Let's completely throw this game right from the start.
Margarita or porn star martini?
Margarita.
Margarita or pina colada?
Oh, margarita.
Margarita or espresso martini?
Margarita.
Yeah, we know that.
Margarita or Bloody Mary?
Margarita.
Margarita or daiquiri?
Daiquiri.
Daiquiri or Bucks Fizz?
I mean, you know which way this is going all the way to the end now. Daiquiri.
Daiquiri or Manhattan?
Daiquiri.
Daiquiri or G&T?
It's exhausting, this. Daiquiri.
Daiquiri or old fashioned?
Daiquiri.
And finally, daiquiri or Negroni?
Yeah, let's have a little think.
Oh, on the one hand, on the other one, daiquiri.
So Margarita did quite well for a while there.
It did.
Do you know, there was one thing I used to love doing. I'd often go to the States. The bars at American airports all serve truly appalling frozen margaritas.
Yeah.
I mean, atrocious. But the taste of that frozen margarita was, to me, an indication that, game on. I mean, they are appalling. You know the ones I mean.
Yeah.
Like in the slush puppy machines.
And on Bourbon Street in New Orleans and in Vegas, now you can get them in the yard things. And people are
that's just vulgar.
walking around in broad daylight, just sipping from their adult sippy cup, like getting completely leathered. It's very strange.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, drink responsibly, kids. And you also shunned, and I'm noticing this with a lot of guests, shunning the Bloody Mary. Do you like a Bloody Mary?
I don't really. Our mutual friend, Robert Owen Brown, a great Manchester chef, who's also he's one of the panellists on the Radio 4 show I present, The Kitchen Cabinet, available on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds.
Great plug.
And when he talks about the Bloody Mary, he makes it sound glamorous.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel again like I am missing out on something. And then I order a Bloody Mary and think, oh, I'm an idiot. I don't like these.
Well, my wife is exactly the same. She hates them. But every time I order one, she thinks, oh, do you know what, though? It looks, I'll try it. So I get to have two. Guaranteed. Every time.
Do you go spicy, mild?
It's no spicy, mate. Spicy. Yeah, but I think I've mentioned this before. I don't like it when they start putting meat in it. Rashers of bacon or a someone put a chicken wing in one the other day.
Bacon.
I want a chicken wing in my drink.
I mean, I might actually be able to get behind that.
What, you would want a chicken wing in your drink?
Well, I'd want the chicken wing, and then I could. And that would make me look like an
I'll have the
engaged.
drink. You have the chicken wing.
It's a perfect partnership.
What a night out.
When you're reviewing, do you order drinks as you would normally? Do you order certain drinks to test the restaurant?
Not much. Mostly, and this is a hangover from having come from The Observer, where we had a different readership. I would be commenting on the opening price, which has crept up and up and up and up. And when you talk to sommeliers and people who write wine lists, they go, well, it's disrespectful to our restaurant to put anything on the list below £25. You think this is very, very odd, because what you're doing is excluding your future diners. When you decide to go to a restaurant, you will want to make a judgment as to whether you can afford it. Is this a restaurant for me? Nobody looks at the wine list unless they're somebody who's really interested in wine, in which case already aware of how wine pricing works. Then they get there and discover that the cheapest bottle of wine is £35 or £40, and their dinner for two is going to cost them £20 more than they expected.
Yeah.
And that's a very significant amount of money, and it makes the whole experience of going to a restaurant feel uncomfortable. If you can walk into a branch of Aldi, Tesco, Sainsbury's, other supermarkets that are available, and get a drinkable bottle of wine for £7.99 in the supermarket, which you know you can, which you could put on the list for £24, you must be able to find those bottles. And to not do so is willful and strange and exclusive and damaging to future business. There, I feel so much better for that.
Yeah, have a drink.
I agree, though. It's almost like they're setting their restaurant as a luxury environment, and we're going to exclude you because you can't afford to pay that entry price.
Yeah. The other thing to remember is with younger people sort of emerging into the world of work, their step up tends to happen quite quickly. And they're the people who could come back and back and back if you make them feel welcome and make them feel that this is a place that they can afford, even if it is for a treat.
I still order my wine, the one up from house, just so I don't look like a cheapskate, but I'm not spending too much money.
I'm spending my newspaper's money, so I'm exactly the same, even though I really find it annoying when people say, well, it's not where the best value is. It's like, oh God. Don't patronise me.
Do you know what we should do now?
Go on.
We should make Jay's dream drink.
Dream drink.
This is where we do a cursory amount of research usually, but you've gone deep on this, haven't you? You've really looked into...
Oh, I don't know about that. It's an offhand reference from a previous interview of Jay's. So.
Tell us.
Okay, so see your mum.
Yeah.
Tell us about her.
So Claire Rayner, for anybody who's old enough who's watching this, which will be a few people, she was a sex advice columnist, interesting childhood, for very big newspapers. She had her own shows on BBC. She wrote best-selling novels. She's hugely well-known. Kind of a bit of a national institution, really, for a certain generation, particularly, and a campaigner on sexual health, equality, and all those things, rather ahead of her time. So I'm very proud of her. I think I know what you're referring to, which is... and this is interesting, I think, given some of the things I've already said. She was an old East End Jew. She'd come from Hackney, like my dad. And there's a Jewish non-drinking culture. Jews don't drink, we eat. But she didn't want to stigmatise alcohol. So she decided to introduce us. And when I was 9, I think it was before a dinner party, I was summoned downstairs where she made me, and I think one of my siblings, a drink. Do you know what it is, or shall I... Explain.
Is it the Blood and Pus?
Hang on. It was a glass of Advocaat, which, depending on your point of view, is either alcoholic custard or the nearest thing to boozy snot has ever been invented. There we go. A fine, fine drink. And then she put a depth charge of cherry brandy in it. Now, Claire, her life as a health advice columnist had not started, by accident. She was a nurse. She'd risen to be a sister, maybe matron. And so she had the perfect name for this mixture of Advocaat and cherry brandy. She called it Blood and Pus.
How appetising.
What a name.
And that was first drink. I think it's fair to say, given that I've gone on, despite everything I've said, to have many and many a hangover, that her labours were in vain. She was attempting to create in me a healthy attitude to alcohol. And I think we can utterly agree mine is entirely dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional. So can I just check, since your mum made you that drink,
Yes.
have you had it since?
Yes, I have, because in 2019 I published a book called My Last Supper, One Meal a Lifetime in the Making, which is about my last meal on earth, available from all good booksellers.
He's good at that, isn't he?
And I included the story of Blood and Pus. I did hold the Last Supper. 40 people came to a room above a pub in West London where a brilliant chef called Henry Harris prepared this meal for me.
Amazing.
And we served Blood and Pus to everyone.
Wow.
And how did it go down?
People just looked at me baffled, and I said, the thing is, this is my story, it's not yours. Included among the drinks was also Blue Label Thunderbird.
Oh, that was my first
Exactly.
proper drinking.
Terrible stuff. But the taste of it is, for me, the taste of agency, of being an adult for the first time and having control over my life, because I drank at university. So sometimes a drink does not have to be aesthetically pleasing to be important.
Well,
Can I just interrupt? What is Blue Label Thunderbird? Because I do not know what that is.
It was like was it a fortified wine?
Yeah, and it was, I think, 15%.
Yeah, and you could get red or blue.
Red or blue, and I can't remember the difference. And it was terrible.
Yeah, it was awful.
But it was cheap.
And we used to drink it in the park.
Yeah, I have unbeknowingly included in this rendition
Okay.
of Blood and Pus. So
Talk us through it, mate.
I've done the one thing you said you shouldn't do, which is make a fancier version.
Did you try the original version?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and what was your take on
Quite
that?
liked it. I mean, it's sweet and thick and textural, and
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very acquired taste anyway.
When was the last time you drank Advocaat by itself? Christmas.
Christmas. It was Christmas in Germany.
Shall we?
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, it's been in the freezer.
I think we
as
need a
well.
point of reference, actually, for this. And I think it also says a lot. So I would have been 9 in 1975. My mother getting out the bottle of Advocaat is very 1975. And I'm not talking about the band.
Oh, a contemporary reference there, Jay.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, I do like this stuff.
It's Abigail's party.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly that. Thank you, Jack.
Chin chin.
Yeah, cheers, boys.
You see, there is a place for that.
I like it.
Oh, it's
I like
very
it.
thick.
It's beautiful. It's just concentrated eggnog, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you could put a sugar crust on the top of that, you'd have a boozy creme brulee.
So how is this made?
Booze and eggs and sugar.
What
Quite
more do you
simply.
need in life?
Yeah.
Booze, eggs, sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this cocktail, I wanted to see how we could elevate this and kind of bring it to modern age by looking to the past. In your writing over the years, you have referenced a great writer, Charles Dickens, several times, either as a way to describe something positively, as in like a very Dickensian, or quite negatively in terms of the way
Poverty and waste and...
correct. And Charles actually wrote a lot about one specific
I love
drink.
the fact you're on first name terms with Dickens. That's good.
Oh, Charlie
comes
boy,
in
yeah.
there a
Charlie boy, Charlie boy.
Comes in here a lot.
He popularised a cocktail called the clarified milk punch, and he wrote about it several times. And so the good thing about a milk punch is that as you curdle the curds of the milk, it captures anything cloudy in a drink and kind of cleans it up. So you can take something that's creamy and heavy and thick, and create
So you
something
can
quite
clarify
clarifying.
something with it.
You certainly can, yeah.
All right.
Instead of cherry brandy, we just use a good cognac and fresh sour cherry juice.
Okay.
We added our Advocaat. We added kind of a slew of different fortified wines, including a cherry wine, some Manzanilla sherry as well.
Is that all in there?
That's all in there. And then we heated up some milk, whacked it in there, the whole thing curdled, and then I left it for 2 days to clarify.
Well, you've really put your back into it.
When he says we,
Yeah.
he means
Who are
I.
all these
He
people?
means I.
Yeah, we've done nothing, Jay.
Oh, what's that?
It's in. Oh, this is Angostura bitters. Just
Okay.
add, cherry, cream, a little bit of spice.
I'm impressed by the amount of work that's gone into this.
I'm worried.
Yeah, do be.
Let's go, man.
Because regardless of how much work went into it, Jay will be honest. It's a nice colour.
It is.
That's the first interesting thing, that what your drink has that my mother's didn't is elegance and decorum.
Okay, a little bit of lemon peel. Just add some nice aromatics, and then some nutmeg, because every classic punch should have nutmeg.
I don't believe you can taste nutmeg.
Oh, you can taste nutmeg.
I can never taste nutmeg on anything, ever. I don't believe it has a taste.
I would have a sip of your water because the avocado has completely coated my mouth and everything just tastes sour now in comparison. To Claire.
To Claire.
Claire.
Cheers.
I'm not entirely sure she'd approve.
Well, I'm going to say
Now-
straight away I like it.
Interestingly, there is more than the echo
Oh, that's wonderful.
of Blood and Pus in there. There's a creaminess.
Really
The
taste
cherry is there.
Yeah.
You've done a very good job with that.
And it looks like you're drinking a Negroni.
Yeah.
So happy?
Very impressed. I mean, there is a different question, which is if I come down here, of a night without 4 cameras, and Jack says, "What are you drinking?" I'm not going to say, "Can you make me that cocktail you made in memory of my old mum?"
Yeah.
I'm going to say, "Can I have a daiquiri, please?"
Put it in the freezer.
Thank you. But it is, when you know the backstory, it's a very sweet drink. And I mean sweet in the sentimental sense.
That's what we're here for.
Thank you.
Done a good job,
Very
Jack.
good.
Cheers.
Thank you, Jay.
Well done, mate. Jay, you'll probably be pleased to hear that that's it.
What, there aren't any more games?
No more games.
Oh, if
We
it's
should have come up
games
with
you
some
want,
more
we can do
games.
some more games. No, that's it. Thanks so much for coming down.
Well, thank you. I hope I haven't been a disappointment with my strident views.
No, you were fine.
We like
Was
opinions.
I fine?
We like opinions.
Fine.
He's always like this. Right, cheers. Let's enjoy our drinks.
Cheers.
Thanks
Thank you,
very
Jack.
much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, well done,
Cheers,
Jack.
guys.